today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the visiting team.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On first down, Jacob Eason over the middle, complete. That's Miles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win. So if they're up around 24, 28. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miles. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now Gordon on first down. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it.
He's across
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 14 carries, 68 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. Hey, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we did. Quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
The kick is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenneth Murray. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 16.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 53 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 20.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rashad Perriman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that's really unusual, because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Eason on second down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Montez Sweat getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things?
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there by Gordon. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Eason looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Eason to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
The kicker on.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He's going to look deep for it. Got his man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
That'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just like that. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". He's tagging me. He's tagging us.
First and 10. For the middle. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because often they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd and 10.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Steps away. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Travis Kelce. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Eason to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
It's caught inside the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 10. Stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to go back to more there. 3rd down here. And they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start with a West Coast rivalry that's picking up steam once again. L.A. taking on San Francisco out at Levi's Stadium. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
That goes for a gain of 31. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kenneth Murray picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 20! Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. It's a gain of 35. They go play action here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Travis Kelce, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And he puts it through.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, check, 59.
Operating from the gun, Eason, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Gordon. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Montez Sweat, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Exit.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, he's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eason gets hit and the ball pops free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal.
And they're going to look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Travis Kelce, there to make the grab. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. And he's able to put it through.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
At their own 25-yard line.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the fourth quarter still to come. We're in the third. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Titans. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miles. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the gun, Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd down, here's Eason. And he's got his man on the out route. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Now Eason. That's complete right around the 8. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Parker, his 1st touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point try now for Vedvik. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 36.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So
The guys who just gave up that play.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 1st and 10, Eason. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Eason on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
By the Titans. They'll take
from the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Lutz will look to add the extra point.
Good job, yo.
Delay of game, offense.
We can't have that. Space.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of